Hello, welcome to the first ever YouTube stream of mine. It's been out forever. I should have done this a long time ago, but I just enjoyed watching people YouTube. Usually I'm streaming somebody, YouTube, Twitch, whatever, and because when I'm streaming, I never really got into the actual recording of one. The reason I want to do this today, get things going, is FS22. We have a nice Twitch community that we have going, and I wanted to do something where if people wanted to join, if something they felt that it'd be fun to do, they can come on in and join with FarmSim. Basically what I want to do in this video is go over the server, talk about server details, things like that, and then go into the actual farm itself and things that, hey, you're welcome to come on in, and what can you do if you do come into the server, what options do you have, things like that. And then finally go into maybe this can be an ongoing thing, once a week, twice a week, whatever it may be. Hey, this is the status of a farm right now. These are our short-term goals, long-term goals, things like that. And just a place people can go and check the update of the farm. Talk about the server settings, things like that. We'll talk about the game settings, so you know what to expect when you get in the server and what's going to be going on in the game. In addition, what we'll go into is we'll talk about the game itself, how you can be involved, what you can do, what options are available to you, things like that, so that when you come in the farm, you're right away, you know, okay, this is what I can do, this is what options I have to play with, and things can go from there. So we'll talk about the doghouse, talk about what my goals are on my farm. So if you do come in, you have an option. You can either come in and get onto join my farm, and we can just all play on one farm as one farmhouse, or you can come in and create your own farm. You know, if you want to come in, we can create a farm for you, and then with that you get 1.2, I think it is 1.2, 1.5 mil. And you can basically create your own farm, and then you can invite friends in to join your farm if you want. So let's get going. Let's talk about the farm. Let's talk about how to get in. So first thing you want to do is you go into the servers, right on the game itself. You can join multiplayer. You can search for the servers. You want to search for the parameters until you get it down to where you pull up Dex Farms. So you see the settings I have here. You can set up these settings or whatever. Basically, you want to look for Dex Farms. Once you pull up Dex Farms, you get in, you come in, you come up right onto this page right here. The other thing I want to let people know, if you come on the server, I want it to be for everybody. This isn't something where it's my farm, you can come in and join me and things like that. No, I want a community. You have your own farm, your own farm. You want to be on part of the doghouse, be part of the doghouse, and do whatever you want. I'll tell you my plans, what I'm going to do with the farm and go with it there, but if you want to branch off and go somewhere else, be more than happy to. You know, if I'm working on dairy cows, I'll go up and logging. Go ahead. Like I said, it's open, everybody can do whatever they want. Based on how many people come in, things like that. And maybe do these videos once, twice a week, say, hey, this is the status of the farm, this is what we're doing, things like that. We'll play it by ear, see what goes on and what comes of it. Server settings that you know, server settings, it does a backup on its own. So as you play, if it does disconnect or if you do drop, maybe knock back, I think. I've noticed it goes back maybe 10-15 minutes or so. If you're playing the game and you see that it jumps just for a second, you know, for about half a second or two, you see a little skip, it's the server saving. It does do a server restart at 5 o'clock a.m. Central Time every day. So if you're logged on and you happen to be up at that time and get kicked out, that's fine. So that you know, this is something that I wanted to be dedicated on. I committed to 6 months with the server. The reason I did 6 months with the server is that I wanted to first show that I'm committed. It's something that you're not going to jump in and then a month or two down the line, it goes away. So all this time and all this effort that you put into your farm, gone. No. This server will be up and running. It'll be for 6 months. The server that we use is one that when you select in-game server, it's that one. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the actual farm sim service that we're with. So, and I purchased a very good one. It's very solid. I haven't had any problems with it at all. Playing it for about a week now. The 6 months down the road, see where we're at. There's something where they're still going, people are still playing, or if there's people that have farms that they've built up, I will continue past the 6 months. I just did the 6 months initially because I wanted to show that I am dedicated. If you do jump in, you don't have to worry about losing everything you built up to. Anyway, so you get started here. We're going to go ahead and jump in. Let you know the actual game options. So the game options for this server are rocks, and the game options for this server are rocks turned off. They're just a pain. There's absolutely no game, not even fun. The rocks are just turned off. Traffic turned off. I got traffic turned off because with the AI, you can do pathfinding. There's a GPS mod out there that I really hope they bring to the actual game itself. You can get it through other sources, but it's not in the game yet. So I'm hoping that the GPS mod gets put in the game, and then depending on how solid the server is, things like that, if we think it can handle it, we may install it because it's one of the best mods I've ever seen for a farm sim. But the mods, as far as any other mod, goes basically straight vanilla. If we would need to bring other mods in there, you know, like the one that gives you unlimited money, there's one that allows you to pick up any object, things like that. If we find that we need those to clean up the server, we find out that we need those just to fix things that may be broken in the server, we may do that. But other than that, it's going to be strictly vanilla. Just to let you know right now, no mods, tractors, things like that. No plan on bringing them in, just to keep the server solid. Again, down the road, talks, there may be a mod that we say, hey, this is an absolute must for us. If this is what we want to have, let's go ahead and bring it in. The server is limited to 12 people. That's a lot, I think. We can bump it up down the road if we need to. If we find out we need to, that'd be awesome. I kind of don't want to, just because I think that when we get into that many people, we may start running into server issues, lags, things like that, and all that. Anyway, let's get into the farm. I'm going to show you basically what the farm's about, what my farm is. Like I said, if you want to come in and join in my farm, you're more than welcome to. I'm glad to have you. Right now, seasons-wise, we have seasons turned on. Now, I don't know how it's going to work with multiple farms. I've never done it. And I've watched some videos. I've never really seen how videos where people have multiple farms going on. So we can play with it. I want people to have their own farm within my farm. I want if somebody wants to come in and play with their friends and have their own farm on their own, they can go ahead and do so. Again, if you want to come and join my farm, you're more than welcome, more than happy to have you in. I want to give you an option on both ways. So we got rocks off, we have traffic off, we have plowing. Intermittent plowing's turned off. Plow is just a pain, but nothing like going out there and spending a couple hours just plowing a field and really get nothing productive done. So just get in. So my farm I've only been doing for about a week. So if we go in and we just take a quick tour here, we can go ahead and take a look. This is basically the farmhouse. I just put a simple little shack down for now. You're getting started. The main house costs quite a bit, I think. 2,500 farmhouses right there. 150,000 for the actual farmhouse. The one I put down is only 20K. So there's the actual farmhouse. So I just threw down a small little shack. Got that up and going. We have a Quonset here, silo, and then one of our manufacturing. We'll go into that in a moment. We have three fields. We have grass field and then two grain fields. We have these coming through here. I like these. I like this location on the map. It's got ways into the fields. Every field has a way into it. We have a couple of greenhouses. We'll talk about that too. But it's centrally located in the map. I really like this location. It's got a lot of roads into it. You can go across the bridges. It's just a nice little setup that we have going on here. Eventually, what I want to do is build out this way. And this is going to be where our cattle are going to be. So we'll have sheep and cow. Don't know if we'll be running pigs. Maybe way down the road, but right now we're going to basically have sheep here, cattle here, and then we have our grain feed bins and silage bins right next to where our livestock will be. Now we're going to talk about if you want to start your own farm. You can obviously go anywhere you want. What I would do is there are three things. Basically, it depends on what you want to focus on. There are three places I would start. Okay, so if you want to focus on wood, lumber, things like that, what you want to do is come up here, go to the sawmill. This is a great place to start. For one, you have a sawmill. Sawmill is right here. So all these trees, you can purchase this whole entire land. Right here is where all your timber is. These are all the big trees that you chop down. All you have to do, if you're starting out, you have a million to start with, so you have plenty of money to buy equipment, things like that. Big machinery to haul your logs. You can basically start out with a chainsaw and some kind of log transporter, and run it down to your sawmill. The other place to start, if you want to start on grass, and if you want to do animals, so you want to come up here. These are some nice grass fields. These are cheap to buy. So this is a nice area. As you can see if you come up here. These fields always have contract work on. Always. So even if you don't buy any equipment, even if you had no money, you could come up here and start on these farm fields. These are also nice. By purchasing these, you can purchase quite a bit of land, as you can see, and it's pretty cheap. 150. Well, it's a little expensive. 170. These are all pretty cheap pieces of land. This is cool. As far as you want to do grass, get into animals, you got some farm buildings, you got a barn over there. All this is cool. Good place to start if you want to do animals and grass. I would do it right up here. The next place is just down the road. There you go, right here. These fields, if you want to get into grain, and you're gonna have your own grain farm, these are a great place to do it. Phenomenal place. I almost started my farm here. I want to do something a little different. That's why I did mine down here. But this is a great one to me. You're right next to shop. Vehicles pretty easily. You can haul your straw right into here. Straw that you do, quick haul, boom, right there. It's just a really, really nice. You're so close to everything. It's crazy. Fuel's right here. Everything's right here. A really nice thing about these is it's super flat. Other than we're right here now, but if you get down into this area here, it flattens out quite a bit. The good thing about that is that if you want to put your farm down, this is a good place. Would be a good place to put a farm. Just look at all this flat ground. You can put your farm right here. Of course, it's your choice, your farm. But this would be a good starting area for one. Yeah, look how nice and flat this is. It'd be a perfect place to put a farm. Perfect place for a farm. You get your store right there. You get big, huge fields. You can eventually work out. Start with $1 million. Come in here. You can buy this, $500,000. Easily buy all the equipment you need to plant both these fields. Get it going. This in here, $500,000 later. And you can just work your way this way. Just have tons of land. If you want to do your grain, this is where I recommend you do your grain fields and all that. Take all your silage, take all your straw right here. Super easy, convenient. So anyway, I'm going to end it there. I just wanted to get this going. Like I said, first YouTube video. I hope it turns out well. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you again. Take care.